97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
After the international break, the Barclays English Premier League makes a return, and we start off with a very interesting fixture between Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur at the White Hart Lane. The North London side were beginning to find form just before the break, while Liverpool drew away at Everton and are hoping to find new times under Jurgen Klopp, who's been brought in to replace Brendan Rodgers. My colleague Benjamin Nketiah joins me, and quickly let me take his thoughts on Jurgen Klopp. Ben, thank you very much for joining us. Quick thoughts on Jurgen Klopp. He starts his Liverpool career away at Tottenham Hotspur. Is this the kind of match you would have expected to start with?
Well, not the sort of match you would want, but I think one that would lay down a marker for what his stay at Liverpool will be like. There's been a lot of frenzy surrounding his arrival at the club, but I think that for Liverpool fans, they need to manage their expectations, especially their expectations of their manager's instant impact. He will be happy with what he's inherited in terms of a talent base, but he will be also cautious because he's going up against a Tottenham side who are just about finding their feet in the Premiership this season. They are playing with a young side just like he's doing. So I think that this will be a fairly evenly balanced game, but also one that will give Liverpool fans an indication of what they should expect from their new manager.
So that is our first game on Saturday at 11:45. After that, we head back to Liverpool, but we go to the blue side where Everton take on Man United. Last season, this particular match ended 3-0 in favour of Everton, and this time United would want revenge. But after getting thumped by Arsenal the other day in London, can another poor start derail Man United's chances of finishing in the top half of the table? That game kicks off at 2 p.m. from Goodison Park. Our final game on Saturday is a London derby of some sort. In-form Arsenal, fresh after thumping Man United, travel to Watford, who themselves have enjoyed a great start under manager Kike Sanchez-Flores, and thanks to goals from Odion Ighalo, the Nigerian forward, the Hornets have been absolutely fantastic, while Arsenal will hope that they can go away from home and get a huge win as they did the other weekend at Leicester City. We start off our Sunday coverage from 3 p.m. with a match between Newcastle and Norwich City. Typically, Newcastle should be favourites, but they have huge problems to deal with. A manager who's struggling to understand his team, but has to deal with more injury problems, as Tim Krul injured his knee while playing for Holland during the international break. Benjamin, let me bring you back here. Newcastle are having problems. Steve McLaren doesn't seem to understand his side. He can't get them to win. Now he's got to deal with the absence of Tim Krul.
Well, big loss for Steve McLaren and the side. Tim Krul tearing his ACL, obviously ending his season. I think that they've had to resort to some desperate measures by drafting in peripheral keepers into the side to shore up the goalkeeping department. But I think that Newcastle's problems lie way beyond Steve McLaren's struggles. And first of all, I spoke about the fact that he wasn't the man to handle Newcastle after the departure of John Carver, who was interim manager. But again, you want a team who can be able to close out games. They were close to victory in that Chelsea game before it all blew up in their faces. I just think that they need to compose themselves a bit better in terms of quality to turn this bad spell of results around. They do have that quality, so I think that they need better direction, and Steve McLaren definitely does not cut it for me.
Our coverage this week ends with a match between Swansea and Stoke. The two teams have enjoyed interesting starts to the season. Stoke have been transformed under Mark Hughes, playing some wonderful football, while Swansea have relied on the goals of Bafetimbi Gomes and Andre Ayew to power them towards the top part of the table. Who wins this battle at the Liberty Stadium? Will it be Swansea with Andre Ayew, Jefferson Montero and Bafetimbi Gomes, or will it be Stoke City, who seem to have brought in lots of exciting players in Xherdan Shaqiri, Bohan Kirkic and the ever-temperamental Marko Arnautovic? That game is on Monday night at 7 p.m. and it's live on Citi 97.3. You can join the discussions via Facebook and Twitter. The hashtag is, of course, Citi Sports. So join us on Saturday, Sunday and on Monday for live coverage of the Barclays English Premier League live on Citi 97.3. Exclusive commentary powered by TalkSport.
97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.